Hello everyone, welcome back to my IELTS Dream. In today's video, we are going to talk about the speaking module, particularly about the introduction questions, the first part of the speaking test. We will help you build your answers and help you extend your answers. Introduction section is about the easiest section of the IELTS test, and students usually don't face a lot of issues, but here we are today to make it even easier for you. So let's get started. Introduction session of the speaking test of the IELTS exam is basically to evaluate your ability to speak on familiar topics. So why is this section included in the IELTS exam? It is there to evaluate your ability to speak on familiar things, and it is also there to make the beginning of the speaking part easier. And in contrast to the third part of the speaking test, which evaluates your ability to talk about topics which are not familiar to you, the first part is relatively easier. The questions will be about you and your daily schedule, your preferences, your social circle, work, studies, or things related to your daily life. Questions can be as simple as relating to the your room or your house, or questions can also be about your relatives, your pets, your family, your friends, your colleagues. It can also be about something as simple as gazing out of the window. It can be about nature or what you like to do, what you don't like to do. And they are relatively easier questions, and you should answer them with at least 2 or 3 sentences. The first 2 questions are always the same. The first question is, what is your full name? And the second is, where are you from? So you should start extending your answers from the second question. That is usually the best way to go. The first 2 questions will be the same for every candidate. The first question is, what is your full name, which the examiner will ask you as he or she looks at your passport and tries to confirm that you are the same candidate. And then, where are you from is the second question, and you should start extending your answer from here. How to extend your answers? There are usually 2 ways by which candidates extend their answers. They give a list of things, or else the second option is they give one answer, they extend it, and they give an example for it. So the examiner of the speaking test usually prefers the second method because it makes your answer more original, and it doesn't feel like you are by force trying to add more information. So when you explain something which you have already mentioned once, it actually adds more content and at the same time makes your answer more original. Whereas giving a list of things is something that a lot of candidates do, and examiners usually get tired of listening to the list of things. And then there are other disadvantages to this method, which we will see as we discuss more questions. Where are you from? I'm from New Delhi. It is a beautiful city. I have lived here since I was born. I have a lot of friends who are from here as well. The best part about New Delhi is the winter season, as the city's green cover is in full bloom during this time. So in this question, where are you from, you can only have one answer. You cannot give a list in this question. But then students are usually confused about it because they think that they are supposed to give more technical information about the city where they're from, or more geographical information or historical information. But the IELTS exam is not a test of your general knowledge. It is not a test of your geographical knowledge, but it is a test of English language. So you can go about this question in any manner you want. The easiest way is to personalize it. Talk about your own experience in your own city. Do you think it is beautiful? Do you think it is not beautiful? Do you think that it is too congested? Is it overpopulated? Is it too cold? Is it too hot? Is it humid? Is it something that you would like to continue living in the future or not? Talk about your personal preferences relating to your hometown or your city. So it is a beautiful city. I have lived here since I was born, so I'm talking about my experience here. I have a lot of friends who are from here as well. The best part of New Delhi is the winter season, as the city's green cover is in full bloom during this time. So I have made it original, and it's not like I am forcibly trying to insert good words, or I'm just trying to add in more information or sound smart while not actually answering the question. So speaking part allows you a lot of flexibility when it comes to what you speak, but you are still required to be coherent and actually answer the question and not just talk about random things. So keep that in mind. Another common question is, what do you like to do in your free time? There can be two different methods by which I can answer this question. I like to watch TV, listen to music, talk to friends, play video games, go for a walk, and spend time online. So this is a list of things that I can give the examiner. Or else the second way by which I can answer the question is, I like to watch movies in my free time. I prefer to watch movies which showcase real life, and I get to learn something from them. For example, I watched Revolutionary Road recently, which taught me a lot about marriage. So the problem with the first method is that you will soon run out of things to say. You can think about 3 or 4 things and then you might get stuck. You might start you might start stammering. You might start just simply saying and this will actually reduce your bands when it comes to fluency. So we don't want that to happen, and that's why in the beginning it might seem like giving a list is the easier thing to do, but if you are actually smart, you would know that you can soon run out of things to say, and instead it is better to explain what you say first and then give an example for it, which will help you extend the answer. And by the time you are done with your example, the examiner will now be ready to ask you the next question, which will be beneficial for you. Describe your accommodation. I live in a 2-story house, which is very spacious and beautiful. There is 1 living room, 2 bedrooms, 1 hall, 1 kitchen, 2 bathrooms. I spend the most amount of time in my bedroom. So describe your accommodation. This is a question which candidates are usually confused about, because it is not actually easy to describe a building or a house or something like that. So here I have tried to make it easy for you. You can start by describing the number of floors that your house has. It is a 2-story building. It is a 2-story house. And then again, you can personalize it like we did in the first question. You can say that it is beautiful and it is spacious. Then you can list out the number of rooms that your house has. 1 living room, 2 bedrooms, 1 hall, 1 kitchen, and 2 bathrooms. And the last thing that you can say is the room which is your favorite or you spend the most time in. I spend the most amount of time in my bedroom. Are you working or studying? Currently, I'm a student of Delhi University. I'm doing a bachelor's degree in life sciences. I'm usually very occupied with classes and lab work. After coming back home, I have a lot of studying to do and assignments to finish. So, are you working or studying? In this question, you can give one straight answer, like I am studying, and then you can say what you are studying and where you are studying. If you are working, you can say that I am working, and then you can describe your occupation. You can say like I am a research assistant and I work with this university. And after that, after you are done describing that, you can go on and talk about how your regular schedule is or how busy you are in your normal routine. So I am usually very occupied with classes and lab work. And after coming back home, I have a lot of studying to do and assignments to finish. So when it comes to this question about are you working or are you studying, once you have actually stated what you do, you can go on and extend your answer by stating about your regular schedule and what do you normally do in your regular schedule. So this is one way to extend this particular question. With whom do you like to spend your free time? I prefer to spend my leisure time with my mother. We usually sit together and chat about movies, the current affairs, and we also like to have a cup of tea as we talk. My mother is very inclined towards healthy recipes and she loves to teach me about the same. So when you are asked this question, like with whom do you like to spend your free time, you can mention the person. Like here, I'm saying I prefer to spend my leisure time with my mother. You can notice how I have used a different word. Instead of free time, I have used the words leisure time. So after saying that I spend my free time with this person, I can extend the answer by actually saying what I do with this person. So we usually sit together and chat about movies and the current affairs, and we like to have a cup of tea as we talk. And then I can go ahead and describe a few characteristics of the person with whom I spend my free time. So I can add another piece of information and I can say my mother is very inclined towards healthy recipes and she loves to teach me about the same. So this is how you answer the question, with whom do you like to spend your free time? There's a lot of flexibility actually, and you can personalize things on a lot of levels. You can try and make the answer original. So the biggest advice when it comes to speaking in the IELTS module is try to make your answers original. You shouldn't sound like you're sitting there and giving a speech. You shouldn't sound like just any other person talking about mundane things. But the best way to answer the question and to actually get the examiner's attention is to make your answers original. And the more original they are, the better content you will have, and you will not run out of things to say, and there will not be any awkward pauses or there will not be any awkward stammering, and the examiner will be smoothly able to move to the next question, and hopefully you will be scoring very well. So that was it for today. I hope that this video was helpful for you. You can contact us on our Facebook group and Facebook page, My IELTS Stream. You can send us a message if there is anything you want to know about the IELTS exam. If there is anything that is confusing to you, we will be happy to help you out. And you can also send us an email on myieltsstream123@gmail.com. We try to upload regular videos on YouTube, so please do subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook. If there is anything we can help you with, let us know. We will be more than happy to help you. Thank you and have a nice day.